My name is Will Ferraby and I am an artist knife maker. My knives are very high end, but that's not necessarily by design, it's more to do with the process. I really enjoy making knives. I try and make each one totally different, and I like to experiment. I started making knives when I was 9. It's my happy place. It's where I feel most at peace. It's a lot to do with mental health, I suppose. Keeping my mind where it belongs. I need to be playing around with materials and being creative. It's the creativity that keeps my mind healthy. Sketching a knife is a little bit like all forms of planning in life. It's very important to have a direction, a point on the horizon that you're aiming for. But it's not always that important that you get there. It's important with planning that you definitely do have a plan, but then I always keep my mind open to where I can possibly go. A little bit like exploring in a forest. You find a spot on the horizon, you're heading northeast, you go across, but then you hear a strange sound off into the trees, and it's important to follow it and keep going down the tangent, experimenting and looking around you, being exactly aware where you are until you discover something new. I love the workshop because of the simplicity, and you can listen to your intuition, and you've got a spaciousness around you where you can allow new ideas in. And I think the trouble is with a lot of office jobs is multitasking. I find like computers and multitasking very difficult for my brain. This workshop is a little bit like my mind, so it's quite chaotic every day. I have to work out the one thing I'm going to do every day. So I find a knife and I think, right, I'm going to finish this knife today, and so I just work on one thing at a time. But sometimes things change. A lot of knives can take a maturing process over the course of a couple of years, where I'll get to a stage and I'm not sure what it needs next, and it just needs to sit there until I'm ready for it. It's a lot about all the knives that I don't make. I experiment constantly with new materials and methods, and I'm not always happy with the results. I only choose to finish the knives that I think will be amazing knives. As a keen environmentalist, I make sure that as I'm sourcing all the materials for my knives, I do it as ethically as possible. All the woods come from sustainable sources. I don't use any endangered trees. I make sure that every part of the process is done as thoughtfully as possible. And that's the only way I've always done things. Very proud of being a knife maker, and in my little way I like to make the world a more beautiful place.